How to be completely dominant over your dog, a satire. Warning! Do not try any of these dominance exercises at home. The dogs and humans in this video are trained actors. These types of exercises can cause unwanted behavioral side effects, frustration, and aggression in dogs. Show aggression towards your dog over toys. Fight aggressively over the toy and make sure you win every time. Don't let your dog ever play with his toys on his own. A great way to intimidate a dog is to get in his face. This also makes dogs want to bite you, so make sure you bite him first. Intimidate your dog over resting spots. Make sure your dog never has the chance to find a comfortable place to lie. Be aggressive with your dog over food. Make sure your dog is scared of you when you're eating his food before he gets to eat. Dogs need to eat to survive, so you have to make sure to give your dog some food as well, even though you don't want to. Control and guard all space for your own. Don't let your dog get into any of your space. Become aggressive if you have to. Do we really need to do these things to dogs? Instead of intimidating your dog, teach him the rules of your games and stay consistent.
Get the toy. Get it right here. Good job. Drop. Get it. Oh yeah.
You can have a lot of fun with your dog playing tug if you teach your dog the rules of drop, get it, and how to hold on to a toy without readjusting and biting your hands. Instead of guarding space from your dog, train your dog where you want him to relax and also to move when you ask. Instead of using intimidation, you can use your dog's food to train him to be polite. You can also use behavior modification to teach him not to guard food.
Splash, you want your dinner? Sit. Good job. Yeah. Okay, get it. Splash, leave it. Good girl. Ready? Sit. Can you sit pretty? Can you do both paws? Awesome. Get your food.
Instead of blocking and intimidating your dog, train your dog to want to listen to you using positive reinforcement.
Stop.
You can train your dog any behavior without using physical or psychological intimidation. For example, to trust you and relax during grooming and handling. To be friendly and social with dogs and people. To want to walk with you in the forest. To want to walk with you on leash or off leash. To deal with strange new things. To be patient and wait for their turn. To not guard food from other dogs and to respect them when they are eating. To learn tricks. To do reliable behaviors with any type of distraction. To teach your dog to choose you over the environment.
Ready? Okay, go. Go on.
So what is dominance? Dominance, as defined in terms of animal behavior, simply means one animal intimidating or acting aggressively towards another animal in order to gain access to a desired resource or a very limited resource, such as food, water, a resting place, or the ability to breed. Aggression and intimidation has a function in the wild where there are limited resources. Dominance is a way of survival. Most people get a dog to care for the dog and offer the dog food, water, and safety. There are no limited resources to fight over. Some people also get a dog for the joy of training them, whether they got their dog as a puppy or chose to rescue and rehabilitate an older dog. Modern-day zoos and aquariums refrain from using dominance when training their animals for the safety of their trainers. The animals are usually much stronger than the trainers, so trying to intimidate an animal that's bigger than you can actually cause the death of a trainer. So why is using pain, intimidation, and aggression a popular way to train dogs? The answer is because we can. Most dogs don't fight back when we act aggressively towards them. We've bred them to be this way, and dogs that do fight back are labeled aggressive. A lot of people use physical punishment and intimidation with their dog in the name of dominance. However, rarely it is over limited resources. This woman is trying to stare at her dog to intimidate her dog and is jerking a prong collar into her dog's neck because I believe the dog barked 10 seconds ago. Besides being inhumane, in my opinion, because there are other options, aggression, according to the laws of science, will be reinforced and you'll be more likely to want to be aggressive towards your dog anytime you feel frustrated or annoyed at your dog. Using intimidation also has unwanted side effects, such as overarousal, stress, fear, and even aggression. Although humans and dogs have misunderstandings, out of all animals, dogs know us the best and can read our body language even better than chimpanzees. We can train our dogs without the use of intimidation, using positive reinforcement and behavior modification. Not only is this a more humane and safe way to train your dog, and in my opinion, a more reliable way to train your dog, but you don't get the side effects that come along with using intimidation. Whether you like it or not, Pavlov is always on your shoulder, and every time you use intimidation, your dog finds you less reinforcing. Perhaps someone's told you that you cannot train a dog without using intimidation and dominance, but now you know you can. When I found out about this, it changed my whole life, not in just the way that I interact with my dogs, but also with people. I also discovered the magic of the amazing things that dogs can do if you give them a choice. Imagine what the world would be like if every child grew up learning to have relationships with animals and human beings based on love and respect instead of violence and intimidation. If you want to learn more about training your dog without intimidation, visit my website at www.dogmantics.com, where you can find over 100 free dog training videos.